Hello, I'm Martin Chow. I'm here today with Datuk May Phng, the President of Kechara House and member of the Board of Directors. Datuk May will share with us her experience as a practitioner of the Dharmapala, Dorje Shugden. So welcome, Datuk May.
Thank you, Martin.
Datuk, let's begin with a brief discussion. I know you're quite reluctant, but let's begin with a brief discussion of some of the things you have accomplished in your corporate life.
You are right, Martin. This is part of my life that I'm not that proud of, but in samsara, everybody is. Since embracing Dharma, I actually do not want to do what I used to do. But whatever it is, I was in charge of many things in the secular world since I married my husband, who is a member of the Asia Motor Group. I would be doing things from computer, plantation, mining, construction, car sales, insurance sales, you name it, I did it. So therefore, somebody like me would be called a jack of all trades, but master of none. And that is exactly what a business person is like. So this is why it is not something that I would really like to talk about anymore or express it, because ever since I embraced the Dharma, there is a more better purpose in life than to be who I was.
That is a very interesting point, Datuk. And this is where I want to pick up a bit. That someone of your caliber, someone who has been as busy and as successful as you have been, what was it that steered you to Dharma? What was it that appealed to you in terms of Dharma?
When I was doing business, I've always had one very important thing in life. I had a vision that people must live in excellence. Their life must provide for them contentment, satisfaction, and most of all growth, intellectually and spiritually. And I've had this vision, and when I could not get people to get there, I used to get very angry, and I wasn't very pleasant about it. But now I have learned, and things have changed for me.
Thank you, Datuk. Now, a few years ago, you met H.E Tsem Rinpoche. But I understand that even before that, you had already come across Dorje Shugden.
That's very true. Whenever I have to talk about my relationship with my Dharma protector, Dorje Shugden, I always say a prayer. And this prayer is to thank him for his passion, for his compassion, his love, his care, and to have held on to me for so long, with me swimming in ignorance, not knowing what I'm doing, and just, holding on to me. It all happened in 1994, when a person whom I loved very much was diagnosed with cancer, and a very aggressive form of it. So all of us went about pursuing medical plus spiritual assistance to her. But it was very easy to find that kind of medical assistance because cancer is something that was very high in any medical field. But to get the spiritual assistance, I was very lucky. We met a Tibetan monk, and I had an audience with him. And he asked me, did I think that the Buddhas will help this person to recover? And I said, in the medical field, 50–80% of people are recovering. The balance did not. So therefore, there must be something more. And I said, yes, I believe that the Buddhas with their divine abilities will help this person to recover. And then this person did, and she's still alive, happily going about her life, a very devout Buddhist, seeking enlightenment in this life. And then it happened once again in 1996. I was moving into a new house, and I knew a lay monk, I would call him, Yong Sifu. And Yong Sifu established a Vajrayana temple in Tambun. When I moved into my new house, he gave me a tanka, a picture tanka in a postcard size. And then he told me to put it on my altar and to pray to it. And I said, well, Yong Sifu, what is the mantra? What do I say? And Yong Sifu said, don't worry about all that. All you do is to pray to him. He is the Buddha of wealth. He is the Buddha of prosperity. He will grant you whatever you want. And that was in 1996. And I still went on being in ignorance until the very auspicious and to me impactful day in July 2007, when I was invited to a Dharma talk by His Eminence Tsem Rinpoche. When I was in this Dharma talk, I felt a sense of belonging. I felt that this is something I have been looking for. This monk on the chair. You know, it is something that was very peaceful. But being who I am, I questioned him a lot. And his answers were so logical, so intelligent. And I say, this is the person I've been looking for in order to do something about my vision in life. You know, and from that, in 2007, I realized, as people will say, I have come home.
I find a couple of points that you mentioned quite interesting. Number one, Dorje Shugden was introduced to you as a Buddha of prosperity.
Of wealth. Also.
Of wealth, of prosperity. And yet, we see that the Dharmapala is also very, very capable of helping people overcome diseases. In this case, someone very close to you with quite severe cancer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she has recovered. And another thing is, after I met with His Eminence Tsem Rinpoche, certain things that was very fantastic that happened. And I realized that this protector is real. He's alive and he's with me. Because Rinpoche gave me a tanka. And one night I hung it up and I said my mantra. And the tanka swayed from left to right. And when it was happening, I was not afraid. I really felt peaceful. I really felt happy. I really felt as though something in my life is beginning to open. And something in my life is beginning to let me see something that is I've never seen before, a kind of peace, you know. And that was the first instance that Dorje Shugden showed me he's with me. And the next one was, I got a statue. I think it is a 1 meter statue, and I installed it into my new altar. And for 1 whole month, whenever I said my mantra, there was a knocking sound on the wood. And I said, oh my God, how lucky I am in this life to have found something so divine who would stay with me. And all this, I thank my guru, Tsem Rinpoche, because in him teaching me about this beautiful Dharma protector, I am able to always have guidance, have light in my life. I will always be grateful to this protector and to my root guru, Tsem Rinpoche. The 2 things that I will love and the 2 things that I will do anything for in order that I will be able to be of worth to them. And on miracles, many has happened. But the one that really stays in my mind is 2 months ago. My young grandson came in. He was running around and he fell and he cut his lip and the cut was gaping big, you know, and everybody was hysterical, including the child. And so when I saw that, I took the child to the corner and I said, listen, just say this mantra, Om Bansa Wiki Pitana Soha. And when he started to recite this mantra, he started to calm down. And then immediately I took a holy pill. This holy pill was blessed by oracle of Dorje Shugden. I gave him the pill, I took some water, and I used a rice that was also blessed by this oracle into the water. And I started to dab the wound with this water. And it was miraculous. I could actually see the wound closing, until the bleeding stopped and everything was done. You know, and I said, oh my God, my protector is a doctor. You know, and I was so happy that he used me as a nurse to see a miracle performed in front of my eyes, you know. And of course, in the commercial world, he has given me things which I thought is not possible. It cannot happen. This is a deal from heaven. I have landed such deals. I've also landed deals that is difficult, but it is my reaction, it is my attitude towards these difficulties that have changed. Previously, obstacles in the commercial world or secular world will make me not sleep for days. But this time, I actually prayed and I said, guide me, my Lord Protector, guide me, that the situation will improve. And it has always improved. Actually, since 1996, when I installed the Thangka, things seem to happen to me in a way that I get what I want. But I also hope that in getting what I want, I harm nobody, because this is the teaching from my Guru, my very special root Guru, His Eminence H.E Tsem Rinpoche. So these are the things he has helped me with, and I will always be grateful. But of course, Martin, the greatest thing that Rinpoche and the Protector has helped me is the inside of me, the inner calm, the peace, the ability to see things from somebody else's point of view than mine, gave me a lot of happiness, joy, and a real purpose in life. And also realizing that whatever I have been doing around me, for the people around me, was inaccurate because I have not developed skillful methods. And in this, my Guru is teaching me, and he will patiently be teaching me. You know, it's very difficult for an old dog to learn new tricks, yeah?
Thank you, Datuk. You mentioned the mantra Om Benza Wiki Vitana Soha, that being the main mantra of Dorje Shugden.
Yes.
I feel a very, very deep devotion arising from you when you speak of Dorje Shugden together with the Guru, Tsem Rinpoche. But I also observe that although all these miracles manifest in terms of your business deals, in terms of helping people close to you overcome diseases and even emergencies, the thing that I feel most impressive about what you have just said is how all these have taken you closer to Dharma rather than further away. For example, when someone gets a business deal and they attain success in business, they tend to want to pursue it more. But in your case, you seem more able to let go, that it happens on its own, but it is no longer what you pursue per se.
I would put it in this way. To make money, to be successful in business is very helpful, because with success there is profit. With profit, I intend to sponsor the growth of Dharma, the growth and the propagation of my Guru's work, because it is just so fabulous. It is just so helpful to people. But at the same time, doing business is not consuming my time. It will be not the top priority. The top priority will be fulfillment of my Guru's vision, that the whole world be benefited by Dorje Shugden.
Now, of course, with the practice of Dorje Shugden, it is unavoidable that you would have come across the controversies surrounding it. That there are people who say that the practice of Dorje Shugden is actually not conducive to Buddhism, that it actually takes you away from the principles of Buddhism. I'm sure you've heard these controversies, Datuk. Have they not deterred you from your practice of Dorje Shugden?
Controversies happen because people hold on to what is right and what is wrong. To me, the Dharma and the Protector practice is very personal. For a person like me, who has experienced so much goodness, well-being from the blessings of my Dharma Protector, it is illogical for me to give it up. If you are sick and you are on a medicine that helps, why do you give it up? And in samsara, we are all sick. We have mental delusions. We have so many unnecessary things that complicates our life. Why should I give up something that is so perfect for me? It is a very personal thing. That sounds selfish, but at the same time, I also think all the abuse, the segregation, the oppression, and the punishment of the Dorje Shugden practitioners has to stop. And in my gratitude for what has happened to me, both spiritually and financially, I will do whatever I can, in whatever capacity that is possible, to have this ban lifted so that my Guru's teaching will benefit the world, and so that the practice of Dorje Shugden will benefit the world as it has benefited me. Today, I dare to call myself a Buddhist because with the help of my Guru and my protector, I'm able to follow maybe 20% of the doctrine of Tsongkhapa. And that is true and pure Buddhism for me.
Thank you, Datuk. In other words, am I right to say that your personal experience, having practiced Dorje Shugden, you can't reconcile your personal experience with what is being said about the deity?
Yes.
That it is illogical to you
Yes.
that the things said about the deity can produce such dharmic results for you and for the people around you.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Datuk. We have heard from Datuk May, a successful business person in her own right, an intelligent, astute, discerning, experienced, and wise person, how Dorje Shugden has helped her both in her secular as well as her spiritual life. Dorje Shugden is a Buddha with only one objective, which is to pave a way for practitioners to find liberation. But along that way, there are many problems and obstacles that arise because of our own negative karma. And it is here that we need to rely on a very powerful, a very compassionate and enlightened Dharma protector, Dorje Shugden. Thank you.